friends. Welcome back to the practice room. My name is Angela Miklas, and I'm an owner of Vivid Buffalo. And I think we did this last week where right before I was about to practice, I got my mindful minutes done. Really convenient, so I'm going to try it again. So today I'll be practicing on this, my swing instead of my silks. We'll see how it goes. Both have been super fun. I like this to have the trapeze at the ready. The silks, there's a lot to work on, and throughout the practice I'll be like tying them up and separating them and doing those kinds of things. And this is like all set up. It has the handles on it, so it's good if I just want to move through a flow. And I'll probably be getting some more fun things to hang up here and practice on soon too, because this has just been about the most fun thing. It's really good to change up your practice. I had been so focused on my power yoga practice that presently, it's been interesting, like learning the silks and working with my teacher. She is really, and we do this in yoga too for sure, but she's always making sure that I'm working both sides equally. And typically in yoga I do that, although with all of my inversions, I'm kicking up on one leg. So I'm kicking out with this leg and then my shoulder. I'm having some shoulder issues because I have been doing it so unbalanced. So I'm working on that, and I've totally broken down my handstand practice, and I'm just working to make that a little more balanced, a little less kicking up. Like if I could just do the press up handstand thing or make it a smaller jump, maybe that'll help. So yeah, I'm gonna get into that right after mindful minutes. Yesterday was full of practice. I had practice from the time my eyes opened and I went to power yoga until I got home from the photo shoot, which was super late. So it was like a long day of practice, and that was all good stuff. So today was just a little bit more slow moving, a little bit more self-care, getting my nails done, that kind of thing. So it's always good, again, keeping the balance, making sure that you take that time to be generous to yourself so you can be generous to others. So, great. We have an amazing yoga event coming up July 24th, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., supporting Yogis in Service. So we'll have 2 yoga classes, meditation sessions. There will be vendors. So make sure to check out Vivid Buffalo's Eventbrite page. We also have a photography class there too. So we'll be doing a motion photography class at the Pearl Street Grill. So those are my 2 big things to get done in July. And that's where really all of my attention is going to go. And setting up more classes. Like eventually we would like some more consistent art classes, yoga classes, things like that. And right now we're just trying to figure out the best way to roll it out, and make sure that we are like a lot of these venues that we're working with are also like coming out of the pandemic, and they are looking for help. If you're a server, dishwasher, somebody who needs work, definitely the Pearl Street Grill, RiverWorks, any of those locations under the Pearl Street group of companies would be happy to have your services if you are good at your job and you love what you do. So go ahead and check that out if you're looking for work. But so as these venues are ramping up, we're ramping up too. So we're just kind of keeping it contained, working on event style classes for the time being, and then we will shift that focus probably this fall. So get to Vivid Buffalo's Eventbrite to check out those events we have listed. And what else we got going on? I mean, a lot of stuff. We talk about a lot. But yeah, my big thing right now is our events and practice. And we've already talked about that stuff. So, guys, guess what? It's time then for Journey to the Heart by Melody Beatty. And I'm super excited because I feel like all of these readings are very good. And it could be a situation where I'm just getting like super comfortable doing mindful minutes, but I feel like every time I do it, I'm deepening my practice in just reading in general, like like not the ability to read, but like reading aloud and connecting with people. So this is something that I do for art classes. So when we have yoga classes and art classes, I kick those off with a reading from Journey to the Heart by Melody Beatty to help us set an intention for that mindful practice. And in doing this every day instead of just when I have a class, I feel that I'm connecting to the material even more than I was before, which is really awesome. And I feel it in myself and I hear it from you. So when people are telling me like how helpful it is for them, that's why I do this every day. It's a good practice. It's a good way to connect with people. It's a good way to share. And I, with that practice, I'm excited to see how it plays out every single day. So with that, take some time wherever you are to set your own intention. Take some time to ground, pressing through all four corners of your feet, grounding through your sit bones, taking deep inhales and deep exhales. From that space, noticing your internal vibration. Take some time to cherish your connection to the universe. My relationship with the universe used to be different. I felt separate, apart, disconnected from the rest of the world. My vision of God used to be different too. I used to see God as sitting on a throne, separate and apart from this world. I still see God as the supreme creative force, but the separateness is melting, changing, transforming into something new. Now I see God, energy of God, and divine love as a part of all of that. The breath of life in every living thing. I used to see the world as made up of individual and separate components. I used to see people as disconnected and essentially powerless in a world separate from God. Each thing, person, and action a distinctly different operation or event from any other, from the whole. Now, I see a planet full of people connected to the divine. Now, I see a universe connected by a divine thread that weaves throughout all that is, was, and will be. A living universe that is alive, magical, connected by universal love, connected by divine love. Enter into a relationship with the universe. A relationship as alive, as active, as vital as any other relationship, then know that you are connected to the world and everything in it. Know that universal love, divine love, is real, and you are an important part of it. You are so important. I know for myself personally, to this day, the God concept is a tough one. For me, the connectedness that we all share is that divine energy. There's a rhythm to life, there's a movement to life. It's undeniable, that connection. We see it in the world, we label it as like a story, a coincidence, more of a fatalist approach to things. But the reality is, you're very powerful, and your words are very powerful, and your actions are very powerful. If you feel powerless, you won't recognize that. You won't see your connection to other people and how important it is to be the very best that you can be, because it's your responsibility. It's your responsibility because we are all sharing that connection. So, believe it or not, and I do. And it's magical. So with that, my friends, thanks, and I will talk to you tomorrow.